As you plan activities for the upcoming July 4th holiday, health experts say to be aware of a new COVID variant that's spreading, and it could lead to a summer wave of the virus. Reporter Mandy Gaither has what to know about the new variant and the defining symptom to look for.
It's related to the Omicron variant. NB181, nicknamed Nimbus, is spreading in the U.S., now causing more than 40% of COVID-19 cases, according to the latest CDC data.
It is a little bit more infectious and contagious than kind of the last couple of versions that we have seen before. So we're seeing a pretty rapid rise in the number of cases related to Nimbus.
Breaking news here. Dr. Fauci, the doctor that everybody loves so much, who lied about a fake pandemic, literally just said in an interview, came out today, October 13, 2025, that another virus outbreak is coming. Watch this.
Is the transformative, if I might use that word, experience that we've all had now in year 5 of COVID. So the thought that we won't have another pandemic, I think, is naive at best and just not completely unrealistic at worst. So to rephrase your question, I'm convinced that there will be another pandemic, and that's the reason why we have to be perpetually prepared to prevent the terrible impact of a pandemic.
Now, the reason why you should take that serious is because in 2017, Fauci pretty much said the same exact thing and everything occurred. Watch this.
I thought I would bring that perspective to the topic today, is the issue of pandemic preparedness. And if there's one message that I want to leave with you today based on my experience, and you'll see that in a moment, is that there is no question that there will be a challenge to the coming administration in the arena of infectious diseases, both chronic infectious diseases in the sense of already ongoing disease, and we have certainly a large burden of that, but also there will be a surprise outbreak. And I hope by the end of my relatively short presentation, you will understand why history, the history of the last 32 years that I've been the director of NIAID, will tell the next administration that there's no doubt in anyone's mind that they will be faced with the challenges that their predecessors were faced with.
You need to take what they say serious. When they say something, even if you don't agree with it, they mean what they say. So now Fauci is basically telling us we are 2 to 3 years, maybe tomorrow, out for having another outbreak, another pandemic. He's convinced of it. Share this video with everybody you know.
I just want to let it be known I put these videos at the first. This is not to fearmonger, but to be made aware. Now, I don't think this Nimbus is COVID Part 2. But there is a possibility we are going to go through another round. We've had about, 2 years, everything's just calmed down. Now, I don't care about Fauci or any of the rest of them, except the fact that these people do mean business. That's the part I want you to see. But the real reason I'm making this video is I was working on a documentary, and they take a long time, and I think people appreciate that more because it is more entertaining and visually better than me being here by a wall. But I had to stop it, dead cold, right then and there. For the first time, I know he's telling me, you're changing it. It's an actual order. I know. I got confirmation on that, but I'm going to leave that alone. So I started another documentary. I'll pick the other one up after. This comes first. I am working feverishly as I can. It takes a long time to edit. And this is one video you need to see. And the biggest reason I'm doing this is because if there is another round, the same thing is going to happen what started back in 2020 is all these internet gurus, these lying people getting on the internet and telling you it's not the mark because of damnable heresies. I'm trying to make war in advance on these people, because I know they're going to come right back out of the woodwork. Oh, it's okay. And the other party even turn it, if we do get a round two and they try to force it on people, they might even find verses to justify it, say you can actually repent. Who knows what these people are going to come up with. I'm frustrated enough at them. I'm making war against these liars. So if there's going to be a round two, we will have to see. But what I do want you to see is this documentary when I am done with it. This documentary, I promise you, nowhere on the net will you find what I'm going to bring forth in this one. Oh boy, get ready for a ride. You're going to have two choices. You're going to believe it or you're not. There's your choices. You're going to do what cost millions of people their eternity and say it's just a coincidence, Kenneth. It's a coincidence. You're either going to say it's coincidence or you're going to accept what I'm going to bring out. This is not a bedtime story to get your baby to sleep. You're going to hear the true interpretation in a way you never heard it, dealing with a cry was made at midnight, behold the bridegroom comes. You better believe this is not just interesting. All the things I'm about to show dealing with the 10 virgins is nothing that you've ever heard before. You've never heard this before. I guarantee you, you have never heard these things. And it's got Mark of the Beast written all over the story, and you're going to see how and why. And what we didn't see that he showed me, just threw it right in here like a computer download. That story, the 10 virgins, the 5 wise and foolish, is during the time of COVID. But what is this cry at midnight? What is midnight and what's the cry? You're going to find that out. I'm not going to tell that to you today. That takes a video to do. But you need to see this one. And hopefully we can save as many as we can here. And if it does come back for a round two, I'm hoping it don't, but if it does, I want to be prepared against the lying scumbags. They're going to rise up all over YouTube again with their blasphemous lies and their damnable heresies. Well, you might say, well, Kenneth, what are you talking about damnable heresies? Oh, okay, I'll give you some examples. Well, it can't be the mark yet because I don't see an antichrist yet. That's a damnable heresy that led people into the abomination that they cannot come out of. When the shots themselves is the Antichrist, handed out to you by a son of perdition named Donald Trump. It's already been here, and most are still in denial because they don't want to come out of the wrong doctrines. Who would have thought that a counterfeit pandemic would launch the mark? Another damnable heresy. Well, a shot in the arm. No, it's got to be on the hand or the forehead or a tattoo. They're damnable heresies. Another damnable heresy. Well, God is not going to let anyone be deceived into taking the mark. Another one right there. Why do you think these doctrines was created by the serpent? We'll go over that in my documentary. Well, there hasn't been a rapture yet, so the mark can't be here. Another damnable heresy. There's so many. All these false doctrines. In this video, you're going to find out when it says they trimmed their lamps, and the foolish one said our lamps went out. The wise one said, there's not enough for us and you. Just go to those who sell and buy there. You'll find out all of that as we break it down in a way you've never seen it before. So that's going to be my next Mark of the Beast series. I didn't plan on doing one, but that plan got changed real fast. So if, Fauci, like I put that video there, and that guy did say he spread it, so okay, I got permission, all right? Like he said, it could be days, could be years. I don't think years. We don't know what's going on the world scene. If there's going to be a round 2, they might actually dominate this time the 3 levels of witchcraft. First the manipulation, then intimidation. Now it's domination where they force it now. And you'll have these internet gurus rise up and say, it's okay to submit, or they'll come up with, you can repent, or who knows what they're going to come up with. But they're going to be out there running their mouths again, causing people to take the mark of the beast. Just like they did back starting in 2020. So I want to make war against them. But with that aside, we got to watch out for these damnable heresies. I got to watch my own self. And I'm not going to be responsible for causing somebody to take the mark. I'm trying to keep them out of it, not walk them into it. Don't they have any conscience regarding that? What if they're wrong? Have they thought that if they happen to be wrong, that they might be sending people into the mark? Then not even one bit of consideration. No conscience at all regarding it. You have their conscience seared with a hot iron. That's one example of that, I would assume. But getting back to this documentary, I haven't put many videos up. I am trying real hard, as fast as I can go on this. This is hard. It takes time to edit, and I'm doing this from a phone, not a computer. Be a little easier with a computer, but doing it from a phone, it multiplies how long it takes to get things done. This documentary might be my very best. It might. This is in reality a very scary, when you think about it, video, and you realize the cry at midnight has already started and it hasn't stopped. It's not a 1 hour thing. You will find out what this means, and I guarantee that most of you, I'm not impugning anyone because I had to learn it too. Oh yeah, it's not what we thought. It's surprising. But once your eyes are opened up like this big at what I'm going to show, if you say it's a coincidence, then I really don't know what to do. I'll do my best. Hopefully you see it. But whoa, oh whoa, wait until you see half of what I'm going to bring forth. As well, and I have to use movie clips, really, absolutely on this one, to show you the predictive programming. And when we put all the pieces of the puzzle together and then compare it to the 10 virgins and COVID and the vaccines and the return of Messiah, then it all starts to fall into place in these last days. Then things are making sense. The part I don't know is if there's going to be a round 2, but I'm preparing nonetheless. Don't like Fauci or any of them, but still you gotta watch. Watch always and pray always that you may be able to escape these things as they come to pass, comma, and to stand before the Son of Man. I will show you that one as well, and so many more mysteries. So this is also going to be, for those who are savable, encouragement, because I still got teachers that are saying, Kenneth, you're wrong. You keep saying that we're further along, we're not. They're still waiting for prophecy to begin. Still waiting for Revelation 13 to suddenly start, because there's no Antichrist on a table as they're zooming around And he's not getting on CNN. Hello, I'm the Antichrist. Now the mark of the beast is coming. It doesn't work like that. It's not going to be in a noticeable way for those in darkness anyhow. He says, watch and pray always. Watch to figure it out. It's not going to be obvious, or he wouldn't have said, watch. Now, would he? That you may be accounted to escape these things and to not take the abomination. And I'll go over all that and much more as this documentary, as I'm making it. There's so much to show. I mean, I don't know when it's going to be done. I'm not giving you no promises. I can't even make a guess. Because it seems that every time I turn around, I got to add another verse. I got to show what this is. I got to spend 5 minutes on that. Hopefully I can keep it around an hour 15, but I don't know. It's going to be what it's going to be, irregardless, and you're going to want to see this. For those of you who know that the mark has been here, you'll surely catch on and hopefully appreciate the message and the work that's being done to bring this to you. And when you see what this cry is, you'll also see how much closer to his actual return we are, which is encouragement on that level. Go you out to meet the bridegroom. But what happens to the unwise? They show up later, Lord, Lord, open to us. And he says, I know you not. We'll get into that. Instead of all these little internet and church interpretations of that story, you're going to hear it on ground level with this documentary. And this thing is just going to be just power-packed to the max. I promise you that. But you're going to see some things you never would have thought. I didn't either. And somebody also gave me some great information and it just popped right out. It came to me. Another confirmation that he did it. Information I never would have seen dealing with COVID, and I'm not giving you the spoiler on that. Sorry. Because I have to wait. But if you don't see COVID in this and the mark of the beast and see what's really going on and how much the king knew, he knew it all back then. He saw the future. I don't know what to say. This video is going to be good. I won't do a whole lot of fancy little tricks in it. It's just the information is voluminous. And you might even have to watch it more than once or take notes, or I don't know. There is so much to bring out, but you put it all together, meditate on it, and look at it, and it was right in front of our face the whole time while the world was convincing itself it's just a coincidence. It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. 10,000 coincidences later, right? And still, they won't walk into the truth. This is what caused the masses to take the abomination to begin with and speak these blasphemous lies, leading people into idolatry, because that's what the mark is, idolatry. The word vaccine comes from V-A-C-C-A, vaca, which means cow, golden calf, Mount Sinai. It's an idol. It's based, go to my documentary, The Abomination of Idolatry. It doesn't have half the views it should have. You need to spread all my documentaries if you can. I hate to even say that, but because of censorship, what can I do? I've tried keywords and everything, and nothing works. Suppressed, 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 while the liars are raised up. I'm fighting a war with no weapons, basically, but still have to fight for the purpose of fighting the war. Can't just surrender and let the enemy just run amok. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to fight. But anyway, as soon as I can get this out, I'm hoping within a week. I can't make promises. I'd like to do it in 3 days, but I don't have no guess. It is a lot of information and things that I never would have thought of unless he showed me. But once I looked at it deep, and it just, everything just fell right into place. The whole time. He likened that parable, the 10 virgins, which really is at the time he's about ready to come. Well, that's when the mark comes out. So yeah, of course it's going to fit with that time frame. But you're going to see some things about this cry at midnight that should amaze you. But anyway, I'm going to keep this short. I want to get to 12:30 here. I want to get back, get as much time. But we only have so much phone juice a day. So I got to get back to making this documentary. Keep your eyes open and be ready. You're going to want to see this. I would love to have you spread it. It's not for entertainment value, but it's got a lot of movie clips I'm going to have to show because of the predictive programming to prove the point of what is being shown. And you'll see where it all heads and all the different directions we're going to have to go and understand the mark of the beast cannot be taught out of just Revelation chapter 13 like all the internet gurus are doing. That it runs from Genesis all the way through. They're not teaching it from out of the entire Bible. It's just out of Revelation 13 most of the time, just that's it. And they base their whole theory on just Revelation 13. That's not how we do it. We have to be knowledgeable in every aspect, especially idolatry, all the way through the line. And anyone that took the abomination is an antichrist because they rejected Messiah and they worshiped the crown, the corona. Corona means crown. And they followed the false Messiah through the vaccines that they called the vaccines the Messiah. They took the crown of corona vaccines and they made that their Messiah, making that Antichrist, given to people by the son of perdition in the White House. And before I close out, it's Jared Kushner, some peace treaty, whatever went on over there, God's whatever. These church people are still in denial, still trying to prove there's a 7-year peace treaty and Third Temple. These are the foolish ones. Or at least I would think they are, because they ain't walking in truth. Many, their lamps already went out when they took these. The Spirit left them and won't come back, because it can't. The lights went out. Their lamps went out. They're gone. Not redeemable. And those who are redeemable are still walking in absolute deception. Still trying to make their false doctrines a reality. And because of that, look how many took the abomination. That's why this documentary, I'm making it. Hopefully it's the last Mark of the Beast documentary I'll do. But if another one comes up, whatever's laid on the table, got to do it. Got to do whatever the work requires. But anyway, I'm into this here, so keep your eyes peeled. As soon as I can get it up, I'll put it up online. And hopefully YouTube don't block and censor it. If they do, I'll have to make a video where you can have a link to where you can find it. We'll see how this works. We'll worry about that later. But anyway, you have a great day. Just know that we might be having another round, if not World War III, or the gold went over $4,400 an ounce the other day. I thought that was just crazy. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're preparing for any direction right now because the bridegroom is essentially on the way. The bridegroom cometh. We know it's close to it happening is what that story's saying. But anyway, the kingdom's coming, and May Yahweh bless you this day.